Okay, so I'm going to do a kind of a Constructor Brush video here. So let me show you, this brush is really stiff. So what I've done is I've put all my pulls up front and I've opened up the back pulls, if that makes any sense. So these pulls, I have like 3 pulls weight in here. This thing weighs like nothing, so I want as much weight on those windows as possible because this brush is very stiff. But it's loosening up a little bit. So let me just work. You guys can watch for a minute as I'm working. I'm going to do the glass and I'm cleaning the fascia. And let me show you real quick how close we are to the ocean. Come right here. Come on over. There's no cars coming. So we do these every 2 weeks. And in about 2 hours, okay, you're over here. In about 2 hours, you can see down here, the water literally hits these rocks right here. The ocean comes up about maybe another 15 feet. It hits these rocks, and then from about right here, you can see where the units are. Get a vision of all the units. So there's 18 of them total. And the water hits, and the windows are right there. So let's go clean them. So this brush has changed everything for me because of the angles it's able to get. Let's get it up there. So I just pinch it here to turn it on and off, okay? That's the best thing because my pole goes up and down and that other thing didn't work for me very good. So you can see how there's about 5, actually there's 6 pencil shooters on this. And I have the water coming out, barely even coming out at the faucet, but since it's going through this Tucker tubing, it just gives crazy pressure once it gets to this 75 foot of poly tubing here. And so I'm going to scrub it first, and look at the range I'm able to get. I'm able to get like 4 windows at once. You can come closer so you can hear me. So I'm going to scrub all these. Look at the range this thing gets, so it almost goes backwards. I'm going to do all 4 of these at once.
Sorry.
Okay, now I'm going to scrub them real good. So these bristles on top are going to get tucked underneath there. Look at that. Crazy motion. Because what happens is those start bleeding. They start like, water keeps coming out of them all night. I mean, all for the next like 10 minutes, and they'll just ruin the whole glass. So they'll do just pretty much fanning the whole thing. We'll do all that fascia as well. So now this is how awesome the rinse is. So you don't want to rinse from straight up because they'll shoot up into the cracks, bleed on you. I'm just going to do these 4 at once. I'm going to turn it to the side. Once you zoom into that brush, look at the control I'm able to get. Crazy control. Just, I got 6 pencil shooters, so it's getting everything rinsed just in one pass over. I'm going to do the fascia here. This has cut my time in probably a third. I'm doing this place 1/3 of the speed I did it the other day. It's so fast. 1/3 of the speed. It's taking me 1/3 of the time. So I'm going to do these 3 now. Stay with me. Watch this one here. Now this isn't how you would typically clean balcony glass, but we do these every 2 weeks. So the only thing that's on there is that heavy salt air. Look how fast I rinse these. top pencil shooter is kind of coming off the brush, which I don't really like, but it cleans the brush in about 2 seconds, but I'd rather it just be missing the brush totally, so you can adjust those. But I just got this thing last night, so cleaning this fascia, keeping it in good shape because of the salt air. How many minutes am I at? Oh, they could watch as long as they want to. So I could even do these windows here as well from down here, but I'd rather get a better angle on it. So that's the Constructor Brush. I've seen reviews where they say these bristles down here take off bug marks, but you got to press so hard just to get to these. Now they're loosening up a little bit, but this is the Constructor, I don't know, the basic one. It was 129, I think. It's a 12-inch. That's the one I want to work with because it's nice control. Talk about getting like an 18-inch or something. How are you possibly going to get enough weight to get any kind of friction on the window? So I'm hoping these second bristles loosen up a lot so I can actually get down to these ones here, because I've noticed they do take off the harder marks, but you got to almost break your pole to press it on there. So the good part about having all of my flimsy poles up top is that the three of them together are going to be really hard to break. And I have another 4 poles that go with this. So if I really wanted to, I could put 4 poles up top and just have my longer ones down here, because it doesn't matter how much it weighs. Once you get this on the frame, it weighs nothing. All your weight is on the building. So you could have as much weight as you want. You just sit back here and pivot it. So it's a must if you're getting into doing water-fed pole work. This is an incredible brush that I can't see using any other brush, but I have about 3 different brushes. So this one's the best so far. Thank you.